When Jesus was arrested, they took him to see Caiaphas and the rest of the priests, and they interviewed him, and they grilled him, and they put him through trial. "Do you say that you're king?" Jesus hardly answered anything, and finally he said, "That's who you say I am. All I will say was the Son of Man will sit in the right hand of God." Caiaphas just screamed, "Blasphemy! Get him out of here. He is guilty." So they took Jesus from the temple and they took him to see Pilate. Pilate was watching him as well. He didn't really want to be responsible for this. He wanted the Hebrews to take care of their own problems. But Caiaphas asked the questions. And again, Jesus only answered, "That is who you say I am." And then Pilate took Jesus to the front of the crowd and said, "It is our tradition that we will give someone freedom. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be this man, or is it going to be the criminal Barabbas?" The crowds were so angry at Jesus by then that they screamed, "Barabbas, Barabbas!" And Pilate was caught, but he did not want to take responsibility, so he washed his hands and told his guards to take Jesus away because Jesus had been condemned. Peter had been watching all of this, and he'd been in a courtyard, when a young girl walked by and she said, "I know you. You were with him, weren't you? You came into the town with him on Sunday." "No," Peter said, "I don't know anything about it. Get away from me." And so the girl left, confused. 3 times Peter was questioned about whether he knew Jesus, and 3 times he said no. And then the rooster crowed, just like Jesus predicted, and Peter realized that he had denied Jesus 3 times, and he started to cry. After Jesus had been condemned by the guards, they beat him up, and then they took him out, and they put him on the cross. And he hung there. He cried up to heaven, "Lord, why have you forsaken me?" And as he hung there, the people below mocked him and called up to him and insulted him. The only people who were quiet were the women who were standing at the bottom of the cross, watching everything that was going on, knowing they could not change anything, but not wanting to leave Jesus. At 3 o'clock, a great tremor went through the land. Jesus breathed his last, and a great pillar and stone in the temple cracked open, and there was thunder, and everybody knew Jesus was dead.